Hello everyone, this is your eye specialist back again, Kemunto, very passionate about your eyes, giving your eye care tips on human eye to maintain a healthy lifestyle concerning eye care. Human eye is also similar to a camera, did you know that? And they help us to see objects when light coming into your eyes, the same way the camera operates. The human eye is also a sensory organ. The eyes help us visualize objects and also help us in light perception, color and depth perception. The human eye has got many parts. All these parts play an important role in giving us sight. The human eye is also connected to the brain. Did you know that? With all this said, it is well and very interesting to understand the structure and function of the human eye. A human eye is roughly 2 to 3 centimeters in diameter, also spherical in shape, like a ball, and it's kept in shape with a gel inside the eye that is called vitreous. It consists of the following parts. Number 1, we have the sclera. This is the outer covering of the eye, which is normally white and very tight. Number 2, we have the cornea. This is the front transparent part of your eye. Light enters through the eye through this part called the cornea, and it's usually colorless and does not even have blood vessels. It is that clear. And we also have the iris. It is dark, muscular tissue, like a ring behind the cornea. The color of the iris indicates the color of your eye. And then inside the iris, there's like a space called pupil. It's like a black dot or a space at the center of your eye that acts as a gateway for light that enters into your eyes. It expands in the dim light and shrinks in bright light. It's controlled by the iris. And then we have a part called lens just behind the pupil. This is a transparent structure found behind the pupil. This part is also clear and colorless like the cornea and allows light to pass through towards the retina, which is the back of your eye. It becomes thinner to focus on the distance and also to see far objects, and becomes thicker to focus on the near objects. Quite confusing. And also, we should not worry. Stick to the video and also to know and understand all the parts of the eye. So we have the vitreous at the back of your eye. This is a gel, the fluid that keeps the eye in shape. It is very clear to allow the light also to pass through to the back of your eye, which is the retina. And what is this retina? It is a tissue at the back of your eye. It is light-sensitive layer that consists of numerous nerves. That retina converts the images that enter inside the eye to form electric impulses. Remember, we said the lens changes shape to enable us to focus for a near distance. Yes, and this action of becoming thicker and thinner is enabled by the ciliary muscles. Once the lens focuses to see far and near images, now the retina converts these images into electric impulses, which again is transmitted to the brain for interpretation by the optic nerve. Very interesting. The optic nerve now, a very special nerve at the back of your eye, is the one that connects the eye to the brain. And these optic nerves are of 2 types. We have cones and rods. The cones are the nerve cells that are more sensitive to bright light, and the rods are the optic nerve cells that are more sensitive to dim light. They help in the peripheral vision, these rod cells. There is also a junction at the back of your eye called the blind spot. This is the part that does not have sensory nerve cells, and it is the junction of the optic nerve and the retina. No vision is possible in the blind spot, and it is very normal to every human eye. The eye also has got muscles that help us to function, especially during movement. There are 6 muscles which enable us to move the eye around. Number 1, we have medial rectors. Number 2, we have lateral rectors. And number 3, we have superior rectors. Then we have inferior rectors. We have inferior oblique and superior oblique. There are 6 muscles which are very important for your eye to move around. All these muscles are very, very important in providing tension and relaxation to enable your eye move this direction, or up or down. I know you may be asking yourself, how does an eye function with all these parts? Do you want to know? Let's stick around and continue watching the video. The human eye is like a camera. The way the camera lets in light and produces images is the same way the eye operates. See, when the light enters through the camera, it passes through various colorless parts. It's from the cornea, the way I explained, the cornea is the colorless part of the eye, and then it passes through another colorless part called the lens behind the pupil, and then it passes through another colorless part of the eye called the vitreous, and then the light lands on the back of the eye, a tissue called retina. This retina contains photoreceptor cells called cones and rods that detect the intensity and frequency of your light. Then the light rays will process through the retina into electric impulses that are sent to the brain via the optic nerve for interpretation. And there you'll be able to see images. Actually, when this light passes through all these parts of the eye, it is refracted. There is a refraction of light that takes place. What do I mean by that? It's the change in the direction of light. All these parts of the eye, the light passes through, that is all those colorless parts of the eye, it passes through a refractive index, which bends the light rays and its focus as it focuses on the retina, just like the camera. And all these images formed are usually averted by the brain, corrects them to look like upright position. So the brain plays a very good important role in your sight. This process is also similar to a convex lens. By now, I believe you have an idea on how the eye operates. If you are new to my channel, kindly subscribe. We'll be talking more of this every now and then until you understand. And if you're new as well, hit on that notification bell, subscribe so that every time I upload a new video, you'll be notified. And if you're always watching my video, I celebrate you and I thank you so much for supporting this channel. Let's keep learning. Kindly like and share this video. You may never know who you are going to help by just sharing. And also, if you want to find me physically, I'm located at Ongata Rongai along Magadi Road at Timesets Building, first floor, room 112. I welcome you all of you to come, check your eyes, get eye tips, and get to understand all these things a bit more. Thank you so much. Until next week again we meet. Bye!